Hello, my name is Alan Wong with the Red Team. Today we will be going over Clarke's three laws. In essence, Clarke's laws are a series of three rules intended to help define ways to consider claims about the future of scientific developments. Although these laws have no bearing to any predictive power, but they are still cited in many science fiction novels or movies, especially the third law.
Clarke's first law: when a distinguished but elderly scientist states that something is possible, he is almost certainly right. When he states that something is impossible, he is very probably wrong. The first of three laws, previously termed Clarke's laws, was proposed by Arthur C. Clarke in an essay, Hazards of Prophecy: The Failure of Imagination in Profiles of the Future. What this first law basically states is, the scientist knows something may be possible due to his past experiences and what he has seen in the past. However, due to this fact that he has experienced many things, he may also be set in his ways, and so that his thought process is not as open-minded. He would solely rely on his past experiences to lay claim something is not possible. And I'll finish this first law off with a quote. Most of the things worth doing in the world have been declared impossible before they were done. Clarke's second law: the only way of discovering the limits of the possible is to venture a little past them into the impossible. The second law is offered as a simple observation in the same essay. Its status as Clarke's second law was conferred on it by others. To simplify this statement, I would like to quote the statement of nothing ventured, nothing gained. We don't know our limits till we test them. For the longest time, many thought that we could not exit the Earth's atmosphere, much less put a man on the moon. But due to technology, we have been able to put men on the moon, as well as send missions to Mars.
Clarke's third law: any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Of the three, the third law is the best known and most widely cited. Technology is a way for humans to do things previously believed not just implausible, but impossible. Take, for example, the invention of a personal computer. It was a wild idea before the 20th century, but the fact that we have achieved so much and so quickly during the past century has reinforced Clarke's law that advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. The first successfully mass-marketed personal computer was the Commodore PET, introduced in January 1977. The ready assembled computers already allowed a wider range of people to use computers, focusing more on software applications and less on development of the processor hardware. To put it into perspective as to how far along personal computers have come, the memory on a Commodore PET was anywhere from 4 to 96 kilobytes, and the CPU had 1 megahertz. Nowadays, the MacBook Pro's memory is 8 gigabytes and its processor is at 2.5 gigahertz. The significance in how far personal computers has evolved is tremendous and ever-changing. If the technical numbers don't convince you, just think. In 1977, we used cassettes to store information. Then we went to floppy disk. Then CDs and DVDs. Then USBs and thumb drives. And now we can store things in the cloud.
Another example of a technology that can demonstrate Clarke's third law would be the invention of the telephone. If we think about it, the idea of transmitting sound through a wire over a distance was very radical before the invention. But because of that wild idea and many years of endeavor, we were able to achieve that goal and make it happen, and advance even further into transmitting sound wirelessly. Tracing back to history, the very first idea came in during the 17th century by an English philosopher named Robert Hooke, where he made a device that can convey sound over an extended wire by mechanical vibration. But the advancement did not start until the mid-1800s when electricity was incorporated to the devices. Then about a couple decades later, people were able to convert telephone into cell phones, which can transmit sound wirelessly from one device to another. Then it came to smartphones, which is what we have today. Imaginations come in many different forms. It is up to us to either keep them as a dream or make it happen. According to Arthur C. Clarke's three laws, these imaginations should not have limits to them, and they can happen in any time just like magic. So it is important for us to keep these laws in our mind because they are the motivations of what the future is going to be.